Today's sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. For a trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58, we are ready to rock in the AFC Championship game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Good footwork at the 30. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Step, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. That's going to be caught by Kirk. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
12 yards on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Play action. It's Jackson. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd and 9, Jackson swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Trying to run for it with Pollard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Jackson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big gain there for the Bills. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And here's a give to Gibson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Rodgers going to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
13 yards on the play.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Jackson now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Christian Kirk there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd down and 6. To throw is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. 51 yards on the ground in his first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. A handoff for Gibson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Don't forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Bass is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And Jackson throwing once more. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. And it's caught off the deflection. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Jones, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before the second half. Which one will lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy? To find out, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. It got his man complete. And running with power here. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 75 yards. And the Bills on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Jackson on first down. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
2nd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw.
They'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now it's Rodgers.
A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
One more time with Gibson.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, 3rd and goal. On play action, it's Rodgers. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, no. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 13.
On first down, Pollard. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
5 yards remain on second down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
Under 10. 10. Check 50.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Jackson to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Jackson. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter.
And now we've got a tie game after that touchdown. And you and I both know what that means. Extra point in this situation, this little time left takes on some extra emphasis, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Now inside the final minute, can they get it and hold on? A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw is Rodgers.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
So, Charles, so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti, and sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough, because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again, because it took a lot of work just to get to this point, it's going to be a